Hey guys, what's up? We're back for another video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. I sure am. Ooh, child, we got some stuff to talk about. I hope you guys are ready to sip this tea, honey. Don't burn your tongue, baby, because it's a lot. But let's go ahead and get into our show because we do have one. Everything said in this video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment, honey. Let's get into our show. All right. Let me get my glasses on, honey, so we can see real good up in here. Yes, honey. As you guys come in, please don't forget to hit the like because, child, we got to push this video out into the algorithm because it is a lot. Okay. I'll give you guys just a couple seconds to enter. Hello. I see you guys coming in. Hello. Thank you guys for joining. Let's get into the tea, honey. All right. First topic, honey. First topic. We've got some drama with Phaedra and Apollo and his now ex-wife, Sherein. Okay. Let's get into that because, baby, I said, what is going on in these damn YouTube streets, child? These folks out here acting a fool. And Heavenly has made her way into the middle of the bullshit. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it, child. All right. Okay, so let's first look at what Heavenly had to say, and then we're going to go back.
Hey, bitch, I know she heard that, but because when Sherein...
Now, Heavenly is talking about, she's saying that Dr. Heavenly breaks down the clash between Phaedra and Apollo's wife, Sherein, said that Sherein did not hear Phaedra call her a bad-built biatch, okay? You guys remember that scene. We're going to see it here in a second where Sherein, which is Apollo's almost ex-wife, well, now ex-wife because they are divorced, get into it with Phaedra Parks on the couples trip when Apollo and his wife joined the rest of the cast of Married to Medicine. So now, of course, Phaedra, she's never really liked Sherein because Sherein came in the middle of she and Apollo's marriage and was the side piece, was seeing Apollo going to the jail, having visits and stuff like that, and was also talking shit about Phaedra during that time. So Phaedra's never seen it for Sherein. So when she saw Phaedra at the couples trip, she kind of got into it with Phaedra, and they almost got into a fist fight at which Phaedra got onto a private jet, and left the girls' trip, and then ultimately left the show and went back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So now you guys have an update on what's going on. Let's get into it.
Started reading Phaedra when they cut it all out, and I will not repeat the stuff she said because it was deep and dangerous. It was some shit y'all have been like, oh my God. And I don't know who put a battery in her back. Maybe she always had this in her body that she wanted to get with Phaedra because she said Phaedra never spoke to her ever since delivering the whatever. She never really spoke. So maybe she had a lot of animosity for some things she heard Phaedra. I don't know. But I'm telling you that the girl read Phaedra for filth. Like for me, my problem with the whole thing was I think Phaedra set it up for Apollo to come by himself because she already said he wasn't going to bring his wife because he knew better. She brought his best friend and wanted Apollo to act up. Apollo is a cold brother talker. He was like, no, I ain't going to do this. I ain't finna tell him. He didn't tell me till we got on the boat. They said a Sherein was coming. They was like, call Apollo. I said, y'all coming? Because they told me right before I got on the boat. I know, Faye, don't call me, bitch. I know she heard that. But because when Sherein started reading Phaedra, when they cut it all out, and I will not repeat the stuff she said because it was deep and dangerous. It was some shit y'all have been like, oh my God. Before I got on the boat, she was coming. You know, I heard you brought my boy. He was like, he said he didn't know you. Whatever. I don't know who lied and who not. All I do know for a fact is Phaedra do lie. That's all I know for a fact. Now, I don't know what's going on. Don't give a damn about what's going on. However, when they got to arguing and she said all that foul shit to Phaedra, and when Phaedra said you big body bitch, the girl didn't hear her. Because this girl looked like she fight for fun. I'm telling you, when I saw her, I was like a Colombian drug lord. I was like, you look like she did not play. And I was like, then Phaedra say, why y'all didn't stand up for me? Bitch! These people I know them. I mean, I went about. I'm not finna fight with these people.
You ain't about to fight with nobody. You wasn't even gonna fight Contessa when she was about to whoop your ass. So shut up, Heavenly.
Finna do it. Before I got on the boat, she was coming. You know, I heard you brought my boy.
I'm Contessa. Nice Contessa, Sherein. And you know our friend Phaedra? I do know Phaedra, of course. Of course.
That is Sherein in the pink.
This is my ex-husband's mistress that he was cheating on me with when we were married.
Now presenting the side chick.
wifey wasn't around, so I was there more than she was. It's creepy. It's very unsettling. I've never even had a conversation with this big back linebacker. Girl.
Not the big back linebacker, Phaedra.
Girl, bye.
So now y'all see who Sherein is, and y'all see what was said. Phaedra threw in her little jab.
What does it matter, Apollo?
Yeah, that's why.
You're not married. I'm not married to you. I don't give a who what you are. Then why are you so worried about who I date? Apollo don't give a about you. Apollo, I told you that Miss Faye. First of all, my name ain't Faye, bad built bitch. This is like watching an episode of Jerry Springer.
Y'all see that? Phaedra got with her, didn't she? Let's roll that beautiful bean footage back. Ha. Oh, is it gonna let me do it? Is it gonna let me do it?
You can test her, Sherein. And you.
I guess
It's
not.
so bad, it's good. He don't give a about you. I don't give a about him. He the one chasing every dude I try to know. Get on out of here. We're his friends. We've been divorced for 7 years. Why are you concerned about who I date? It's strange. It's stalkery. Everybody.
We ain't doing that. That's what we said. We're not doing it.
But what does it matter, Apollo?
Yeah, that's why.
You're not married. I'm not married to you. I don't give a who what you are. Then why are you so worried about who I date? Apollo don't give a about you. Apollo, I told you that Miss Faye. First of all, my name ain't Faye, bad built bitch.
Yeah.
This is like watching an episode of Jerry Springer. It's so bad, it's good. He don't give a about you. I don't give a about him. He the one chasing every dude I try to know. Get on out of here. We're his friends. We've been divorced for 7 years. Why are you concerned about who I date? It's strange. It's stalkery. Everybody.
We ain't doing that. That's what we said. We're not doing it.
So y'all see, honey, there was some words that were had. Now y'all see what Phaedra called her a mistress and a side piece. All right, so let's get back to what Apollo has responded. Okay, so let's get into what Apollo has to say. Coming up on my screen. All right, so Apollo says, good morning. I want to set the record straight on a couple of matters. First, Queen Sherein, which is Sherein, his now ex-wife, lady right here beside him, said that her morals and standards wouldn't allow such a thing. Said that the narrative and BS that Phaedra has been brainwashing you all with is completely ridiculous. To sit here and say that I was sleeping around while she was pregnant with my child is completely the utmost disrespect. Then to label Sherein as the other woman is totally insane. Says that Phaedra loves to fabricate just for those for her own pleasure. Says the timeline doesn't make sense. My child was born mid-year of 2013, and I didn't meet Sherein until late 2013, during the time that I caught my case, and Phaedra took off running and turning her back on the reality of things. Okay. He also goes on to say, second, married to medicine, he says Phaedra didn't say none of that stuff on the beach. Says that Phaedra knows good and well that she wouldn't dare talk to Queen Sherein like that to her face. So stop acting like you're built like that. So meaning maybe Sherein would have put them paws on her, because they did say that Phaedra and Sherein were about to get into a fight on the beach out there, and that Sherein was about to whoop Phaedra's ass, which is why Phaedra hightailed it up out of there. So they're saying third, said that most of you couldn't walk a day in Queen Sherein's shoes. Said that she's dedicated, loyal, loving, brilliant, loving mother and caring person who sacrificed her own wants and needs for the betterment of other people. Said that she doesn't run when times get hard, and she is genuine. She's a genuine friend when you need her the most. Says that I can attest to this firsthand. Says that I will always be indebted and love her and support her, and I will always have her back. He says, I love you, Sherein. Sorry I put you through all of this. All right. So, you know, the two of them are divorced because he was caught cheating on her as well. Y'all remember the doorbell cam footage that I showed you guys where Apollo had a whole side piece while he was married to Sherein. So Sherein was his side piece when he was with Phaedra, and that's facts. If you guys watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sherein, and she just told it here, wifey wasn't around, so I was there more than the wifey was. So she just sat there and admitted she was a side piece. Phaedra was married to Apollo, and because they were having some issues, Sherein came in and wedged her way in between their issues, and she was going to see Apollo, putting money on his books, acting like she was the wife because she felt Phaedra wasn't stepping up enough when that was not her place to do so. So let's continue. He says, I will always expound on this later. He says, but the bullying, lying on people, and false narratives will be exposed really soon. Trust me. Have a great Saturday. Of course, he then goes on to all of his hashtags. So that's what Apollo had to say in response. Okay, but let's go back here because Sherein herself admits that she was a side chick. Let's get to it.
Well, I got on the
I'm Contessa. Nice to Sherein. And you know our friend Phaedra? I do know Phaedra.
What?
Hold on.
Yes. This is my ex-husband's mistress that he was cheating on me with when we were married.
Now presenting the side chick.
Wifey wasn't around, so I was there more than she was.
You hear that? Wifey wasn't around, so I was there more than she was, which proves that Apollo, she was a side chick. You were seeing and sleeping with Sherein during the time you were married to Phaedra. Regardless to where you and Phaedra were in your relationship and or marriage, Sherein stepped in. Okay, Sherein stepped in. Now, Apollo tried to brush it off and saying that she was just a friend. Nah. This girl says, and you guys see it right here, she wasn't speaking in terms of being a friend. She said, wifey wasn't around, so I was there more than the wife. So she was there. She wasn't just a friend. She was stepping in, trying to act as his wife, and then turn around and married him only to get worse than what was done to Phaedra. Apollo put hands on Sherein. Okay, she had to call the police on him because he pushed her up against the refrigerator and put hands on her. I already reported all of that on my channel. There's previous videos that you guys can go back to verify. All right, she called the police on him because he put hands on her. This was after the whole video of him being at the side chick's house where he was caught on a doorbell cam, standing at this woman's front door. The woman also came out to say she was pregnant by Apollo. He also acknowledged the fact that she was pregnant by him as well. This side piece also knew of Phaedra as well because she spoke about her in text messages that we read off. So Sherein was also getting cheated on. She was also getting hands put on her, which is why she filed for divorce. So we already know how Apollo was treating Phaedra by stepping out on her with Sherein. And he was also psychologically, probably physically, because we did see him run up on Phaedra with a drill on Real Housewives of Atlanta whenever Phaedra told Apollo, go away from me, Apollo, when the police was getting ready to pick him up and he was supposed to turn himself in for some warrants and other things that he had going on, and Phaedra wanted him out of the house. Y'all remember all of that if you are fans of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So what we're not about to do is sit up here and play Apollo and act like, oh, yeah, no, Sherein was not no side piece, you know, and then trying to say, oh, my son was born such and such date. No, nigga, your math is off. Maybe you don't know when your son was born because, hell, Phaedra didn't even know how many fucking months that she was pregnant when she said that she was pregnant with y'all child. So maybe both of you guys are a little off in terms of your dates. Hell, I don't know. But let's continue because this is a whole damn mess. Apollo know his ass is a cheater. Now he's also moved on. I told you guys, let's go ahead and catch you guys up on this next situation because he just literally got divorced from Sherein. So now this girl pops up, Alexa Adams. She's saying the funniest man I know. I was eating great all week until he got us some food from the Rhobh man. Says that we had a time. Thank you, Apollo, for a great night out. Always fun when we link up. Y'all see the heart emojis. People say, oh, girl, he is fine. So this is them out on a date. Now, mind you, this is not the same girl that he was said to be stepping out on Sherein with. So Apollo gets around. Of course, he is easy on the eyes. A lot of people think he's so fine because he, you know, he keep his body up and, you know, he ain't too bad looking in the face. But Apollo is for the fucking streets. Apollo is for the interstate. Apollo is for the highway. Apollo is for the woods. Anywhere outside is where the nigga is for. So anybody's trying to holler at Apollo, just please know you're not going to be the only one. I'm just saying, you're not going to be the only female. So anybody to get with Apollo, I mean, the nigga done been in jail quite a few times, okay? We don't know what else he might going on with that. I ain't trying to call him gay or anything, but at the end of the day, a nigga who keep going to jail, that's all I need to know. Hell, you want to keep going to jail? What's up in jail besides men? I'm just saying. Damn. Now, I ain't trying to question his sexuality, but what I'm saying is a nigga who keep going to jail who are doing hard time for the same damn crime, I don't know what to say about you. I don't know what to say about you, and you know you got 2 sons that you got to take care of on the outside. So that's all I need to know. But this is who he said to be dating, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. So you got time to be out here doing all of that, sir. You need to be figuring out this mess between you, Phaedra, and then Sherein, who you now brought into the mess between you and Phaedra. Because I feel like he and Phaedra low-key really weren't done all the way, but the whole prison situation just put a wedge between them, and Phaedra was like, I ain't bringing my kids, and I'm definitely not coming to the prison to see your ass, because this is a choice that you made. So out of bitterness, he starts seeing Sherein in order to embarrass the hell out of Phaedra and make her feel away as punishment. Sherein was a get back at Phaedra. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. Sherein was a get back at Phaedra, and he used Sherein to make Phaedra mad and jealous because they were already going through it. And she fell for it, and her ass wound up getting played in the end. And that's just how it is. Women, if you messing with a man and he's using you as a get back to get back at his woman, and you know he's seeing somebody else, you're going to be the one who cry in the end. That go to anybody. That go for anybody that do that shit. If he got a wife, if he got a significant other that he's dealing with and they having problems, it's not for you to put your cape on and be super saver hoe and fly your ass up in the middle of their bullshit only to wind up hurt in the end. Because these men out here will use you in order to be on their get back, because they be mad at the woman. They really want her, but they want to teach her ass a lesson and make her feel a certain way, make her feel that same pain that he feel, and wind up hurting 2 women in the end. Sherein got caught up in some mess, and now y'all divorced. She and Apollo weren't even married 3 years. Apollo and Sherein were not even married 3 years before the bullshit hit between the 2 of them. So let's move on, child. Shedeur Sanders is still not signed. I feel like this is an inside job. I said it when I reported on this yesterday. I feel like they are mad at his father. Okay, they are mad at his father. Now, as you guys can see here, all right, y'all know his dad is Deion Sanders. They were hoping that Shedeur would get picked up on the 1st round pick. He did not. So 2nd round came, nothing. If he don't get picked today, it's a wrap, because this is the last day. Okay, today, if they don't call his name today, it's gonna be a wrap. So a lot of people saying that he is being punished by his father, and how the NFL feels about his dad. At the end of the day, Apollo could have, not Apollo, shit, I'm still talking about Apollo. At the end of the day, I feel like Deion probably could have gone and coached an NFL team, and that would have got his son in there. But then again, he would have caught that heat behind that, okay? At the end of the day, I feel like Deion Sanders, honey, could have easily went on and took on an NFL head coaching job, okay, and then drafted his own son up in there if he chose to do that. But then again, his son would have been labeled into that whole nepotism bullshit, okay? And they would have tagged him how they did LeBron James and his son Bronny. That's how I feel, okay? I don't think he would have wanted his own son to have to deal with that. So obviously he's dealing with having to get in on his own merit. He is good at what he does. He's a great player. But I feel like the NFL, they're trying to punish him and humble him as well, because he is a little cocky like his damn daddy. So they're trying to humble him and punish him just a little bit too. They probably gonna pick his ass last just to show him, nigga, you really not all that in our eyes. We gonna take you, but we gonna make your ass be last and sweat it out. All right, so in this video that we get ready to play, that you guys see up on my screen, all right, Shedeur, which is Deion's son, he gets a prank phone call, you guys, during the 2025 NFL Draft live stream. Okay, let's get into it. This is what was said, because he was thinking that it was good news that he was about to be called to be drafted, but somebody was pranking him on the phone. Let's go.
A little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ready to go. What does that mean? What? What did he say? I don't know. How you gonna ask us what it means and you was on the phone? You heard that? That one more time for me?
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you. Ready to go.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man.
No, for sure.
We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ready to go. What does that mean? What? What did he say? I don't know. How you going to ask us what it means and you was on the phone? You heard that?
You said you're going to have to wait a little bit longer.
Sorry about that. Why did he call? What the fuck? Hey, that's I don't know what that was. It's 50-50. But nobody got this number though. Did they just troll, bro? Man, he just got trolled, bro. They tripping now, fam. Now I'm gonna crash out, bro.
That's wild. Wait a little bit longer, man.
I see that. So they trolling him and they are somebody pranked him on the phone to make him think he was about to get picked, and then they told him, yeah, you gotta wait a little longer, man. We'll play it one more time.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ready to go. What does that mean? What? What did he say? I don't know. How you gonna ask us what it means and you was on the phone? You heard that? Yeah, one more time for me.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you. Ready to go.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man.
No, for sure.
We're gonna take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ready to go. What does that mean? What? What did he say? I don't know. How you gonna ask us what it means and you was on the phone? You heard that?
You said you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
Sorry about that. Why did he call? What the fuck? Hey, that's I don't know what that was. It's 50-50. But nobody got this number though. Did they just troll, bro? Man, he just got trolled, bro. They tripping now, fam. Now I'm gonna crash out, bro.
So the other bro said, I'm about to crash out, bro. This is a mess. All right, so it says that while waiting to hear his name called during the 2025 NFL draft, Shedeur Sanders got hit with a cruel prank on Twitch. It said that a fake call from someone pretending to be New Orleans Saints general manager. It says that the caller told Shedeur that Saints were picking him up. All right, it says that only to say that you will have to wait a little longer. So confused and of course heartbroken, Shedeur ended the stream, but later popped up on his brother Shiloh's channel saying positive things, saying that said that we got time still, said that whenever I get picked, we're gonna turn up. So he's still being optimistic in terms of being chosen. Hopefully they pick him today. If he don't get picked today, that's gonna be it. Today is the last day. If they don't get him today, he will not get chosen. And I really hope they don't make an example out of this young man because of their anger and animosity towards Deion Sanders. That would be very fucked up. And I'm going to say it that way because it would. He's a great player. He deserves to play. He deserves to be his own man. And it's kind of a catch-22. It's sad that he gets compared to his father or has to be punished for what his father may have done or said, which makes people in the NFL be upset with his dad. But I don't feel like he should have to pay the price for what his dad has done. I think he's an awesome football player, and he deserves to play in his own right and prove himself. He's his own person. Deion played, and Deion was great in terms of when he played and what he brought to the NFL. But I feel like Shedeur Sanders should definitely be chosen, and whoever he gets picked with, it will be great. He can always be traded into a team that he would love to play with, but as long as you get your foot in the door, that's how it works. It may not be the team that you want to be picked or that you want to be chosen to play with, but you can always be traded in the end. All of them get traded anyway throughout their career. So as long as he get that foot in the door, that was very nasty of them to whoever it was that pranked him to do that, because the man is already on edge. I mean, damn, he's already on edge. So whoever did that, y'all need to be kicked in the ass for that. All right, let's move on, child. One person who we never would have thought would have had something to say about this situation. I mean, he out here signing all these damn executive orders that we ain't really thinking about, but he did have time to speak up on Shedeur Sanders' situation. Trump, child. Now, I guess right message, wrong messenger. We can put it in that stance. So Trump blasted NFL owners for passing up on Shedeur Sanders in the first round of 2025 draft. Let's get into that. As you guys can see on my screen, Donald Trump says, what is wrong with the NFL owners? Are they stupid? He says Deion Sanders was a great college football player and was even greater in the NFL. Says that he also is a great coach, streetwise and smart. Says that therefore Shedeur, his quarterback son, has phenomenal genes and is all set for greatness. Said that he should be picked immediately by a team that wants to win. Says that good luck, Shedeur, and say hello to your wonderful father. So great message again, wrong messenger. We ain't really want to hear shit from you, Trump. All right, you need to be focusing on getting them fucking tariffs down, all right, and not football. So that's the message that Trump wrote in support for Shedeur Sanders. All right, so Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Y'all can read into that what you want to. Let's move on, child. All right. Diddy's got some bad news. As you guys know, May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, is when Diddy's trial will begin. He tried to have it pushed back, but the judge said, no. We not pushing it back. No. Hell no. Your trial will start on May 5th. All right. And I will be watching. So any updates as related to that, we will get it right here on this channel. Whatever happens in this Diddy case, you guys will know firsthand right here on my show. So a judge has denied Diddy's request to exclude that Cassie's assault video. The jury will see footage in the trial, and that is beginning, of course, you guys know, May 5th to be exact. Okay, so we're going to remind you guys, we're not going to show where the actual assault happens, but we're going to see leading up to it so that you guys can be refreshed in terms of what video they're discussing. Okay, that's Diddy looking crazy. Here's the video if you guys remember. Hold on.
Combs
it's so difficult to reflect.
assaulting.
Okay, no. Hold on. Let's do it like this. Boom, boom. Because I don't want you guys to see that part because I don't want to have to edit it. All right.
Obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs.
All right, so we're going to stop it there because you guys know what happens after that. So in this video, of course, you guys see trigger warning 2016 surveillance video obtained by CNN shows Sean Diddy Combs grabbing, shoving, dragging, and kicking his then girlfriend Cassie in a hotel hallway, which was caught on camera. As you guys know, Diddy paid for the entire floor because he did not want anyone on that floor while they were said to be having some type of freak off. Cassie did not want to have the freak off, so while Diddy was in the shower, she tried to sneak out of there. Once he realized she was gone, he came to try to make her come back. She did not want to, so he became aggressive with her. So this video will be shown in court. Diddy and his attorneys tried to have it taken out of the case, but the judge said no, they will allow it. So that's going to be a slap in the face for Diddy to have this particular piece of evidence in the trial, which shows his aggression and other women who were saying that they were made to do freak offs and they did not want to. So it shows that he does have the ability to be aggressive. All right. So here's his apology. We'll go ahead and entertain it, child. I didn't believe shit he had to say, but let's go. Said that Diddy issues an apology for his behavior on the footage. He says that I was in a dark place. I'm truly sorry. No.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and
He don't even look sorry. He look like he's just thinking of something to say. He looks like he is trying his best, okay, to look like he is really hurt by this and that he really wants people to believe that he is sorry for what he did to this girl in this video. Diddy is a creep. I don't even want to hear no more of this bullshit, but I'll go ahead and finish it just so you guys can hear how full of shit he is, okay? Because I feel like if you were truly sorry for the mess that you done, Diddy, I feel like you would have taken a different approach, all right? This whole video, I feel like, was just so that people would not see you in the way that your ass really is. It was a lot. If you guys saw the video, all right, I cannot play it on my channel because it's too much. When it first came out, a lot of people played it and we had to wind up editing and taking it out because it's very aggressive, all right? But the way he grabbed her and the way he was kicking her, it was too much. I don't feel like you were sorry for this because I feel you look very comfortable in the video because it shows that you've done this shit multiple times. You just happen to get caught on video and then you try to pay for said video to be destroyed so that you can get that video and keep it from seeing the light of day. So you're not sorry that you did that shit. You sorry that it got out. That's the take I got from it. I feel like you were more so sorry that this damn video that you did this shit to Cassie got out versus the fact that you did it. And if you could have kept it hidden and paid any amount of money to keep it from seeing the light of day, I feel like you would have done that. So I don't think the apology comes from you hitting and kicking and all the things that we saw in this video done to Cassie. You sorry this shit got out, and whoever put it out, I'm pretty sure you're looking for that person. And I'm pretty sure you're looking for revenge on that because this video is what's going to be the nail in your coffin in this fucking case. And I really feel like that. Let's continue.
Sought out professional help. Had to go into therapy, going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. So
Boy, what kind of acting classes you be in? All right, so a federal judge in New York has ruled that surveillance footage showing Sean Diddy Combs physically assaulting his then girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a Los Angeles hotel in March of 2016 is admissible in his upcoming SEX trafficking and racketeering conspiracy trial. Now, despite Combs' legal team's effort to exclude the video, claiming that it was manipulated and admissible, says that the judge determined that the defense could not demonstrate the footage was unfairly what is that? Prejudicial. I can't even say that word. Anyway, shit, moving on. In 2024, following the video release, Combs publicly acknowledged his actions, describing them as inexcusable and expressing remorse. Now, the jury selection for the trial is scheduled to begin on May 5th of 2025. So it's just going to be like, you know, like this whole trial, getting all this shit together for the trial. That's what it's looking like. So they're gonna be choosing the jury and all that. The actual trial, I don't think will start until probably a little bit later, but choosing the jury and all of that will come May 5th. I'm still gonna be watching, and you guys will get an update on that as well. So anything related to this Diddy trial, I will be on it, as I will be on every other trial that we discuss on this show, okay? Especially the Nazaria case. All right, that's coming up in October, so I will be on that, okay? Destiny's trial with LeBarrett will be in November. I forget who else trial is coming up as well, but for those three, I definitely know I'm gonna be on that. Okay, the other little girl, that where her, they say her father unalived her, and they found her in the abandoned building. They have not yet set a trial that I know of as of yet, but when they do, we'll talk about that as well. So I'm on all of this stuff, you guys, and you guys will know about it as well. Okay, so definitely click on over here when you see me talking about it, so you can get those updates. Okay, let's get off that. Let's get into some Snow Bunny news, honey. Some Snow Bunny news for those of you that watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We got an update on that. I do not watch that, but I know some of you do, but we have an update. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Dorit Kemsley files for divorce, honey. Woo, because her husband was out here kissing another woman. Let's get into it. All right. Now it says the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Dorit Kemsley files for divorce. Now, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star filed her petition Friday in LA County. She's asking sole legal and physical custody of their two children, 11-year-old Jagger and 9-year-old Phoenix. Now, in the divorce documents filed by Dorit, Powerhouse attorney Samantha Spector, she requests spousal support from PK, which is her husband. They've been married since 2015 of March, says it's they're just over the 10-year mark. And they have announced that their separation began May of 2024. Now, you guys know if you live in California and you make it to 10 years, you automatically get half. That's the way the law works there. I've talked about several celebrities who live in California who's experienced some type of divorce. They get half. That's just the law there. If you stay with your husband for 10 years, and as you guys can see here, they have made it just over the 10-year mark. She about to clean his ass out and get spousal support in addition, and child support as well. So she about to clean up real nice because his ass was out cheating. Now, sources connected to the couple tell us that they do not have a prenup. Oh, girl. See, that's when you don't want to be out there on the shit when you ain't got no prenup. You're supposed to walk the straight and narrow. All right. So Dorit, take his ass for all you can. Now, interestingly enough, RP was at Cipriani's in New York City Thursday night and was making out with Shauna Wall, which was an Amazing Race contestant, okay, who also used to date Ryan Seacrest, okay? So let's get into these pictures, child, because somebody captured some pictures so she can have a little evidence to help her with her money when she get ready to go to court. Let's get into it, child. There's Shauna, honey. Tongue kissing him down. All right. I had another post where there were more pictures. I don't know what the hell I did with that one. Yeah, I should have pulled the other one. Anyway, it was like 3 or 4. They were only kissing, though. Won't shit else. But that Shauna child hugged up with PK, and his ass getting ready to get drugged across them hot coals. All right. Yes, honey. Take him for all you can, Dorit. All right. I ain't mad at it. All right. So that's a little Snow Bunny news for you guys. Let's move on to the last and final topic. And we're going to get on off this video, child. All right. Ooh, child. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, all right? Hit the like button, hit the like button. This is our last and final topic. Thank you guys for being here. Now, former owner of the Turkey Leg Hut, I want to say it's out in Texas, and 2 others are indicted for allegedly setting a popular Houston, yes, it is, popular Houston, Texas bar, 5015 on fire, you guys, in 2020. As you guys can see here, we get ready to look at the news portion of it, all right? So he's in a lot of trouble. Let's go.
The indictment filed today lists 2 individuals, including Price, and accused Price of arranging this fire at Bar 5015 just down the street from the Turkey Leg Hut, the restaurant that he co-owned with his wife at the time. It says Price paid other individuals to set that fire and that they called him after it was done. The indictment also accuses Price of coordinating a fire to a 1975 Chevy Nova 2 months prior to the fire at Bar 5015. And Price and that other individual, the other individual is one of the people who prosecutors allege actually set the fire. But those 2 appeared before a judge today, like I said. The other man was released on bond and should be walking out of here at any point. Price was held without bond. Prosecutors say they consider him to possibly be a danger to the community. His bond will be revisited on Thursday at 10 a.m. to determine if he'll be released ahead of trial in this case. Live in downtown Houston, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13. The indictment.
Child, y'all know that arson carries some time. So I don't know what the hell he was thinking. But let's get into it, child. It said things just got real messy in Houston, child. Now, Lyndon Price, the former co-owner of the once booming Turkey Leg Hut, has been indicted for allegedly paying to blow up a popular Houston bar. And it wasn't just any bar. It says that Bar 5015 was owned by Stephen Rogers, by his former business partner. Now, it says that according to federal prosecutors, that Price teamed up with 2 others, including a relative, to intentionally torch the bar back in 2020. Now, they're saying that investigators say that gas cans were found near the scene, and Price allegedly paid the crew to pull it off. All right. Now, I said that Rogers spoke out in disbelief back then, and now with the indictment unsealed, it's clear that the beef ran deeper than just business. Now, they said that this isn't Price's first run-in with trouble, that he and his ex-wife were already facing bankruptcy over $4.7 million in debt, tied the Turkey Leg Hut before the business caught fire and shut down for good in 2024. Oh, they're saying, and he's also accused of paying people to burn a stolen 75 Chevy Nova the same year as the bar fire. Okay, so he won't done. He's always all the way on the bullshit out here. Now, it says that now Price and his co-defendants are facing federal arson charges, which could land them up to 20 years in the prison. All right, plus an extra 5 for using interstate facilities to commit the crime. Now, from business partner to bar explosion, this Houston saga just went full true crime and did. Okay, so we'll show the video one more
Filed
time.
today lists 2 individuals, including Price, and accused Price of arranging this fire at Bar 5015 just down the street from the Turkey Leg Hut, the restaurant that he co-owned with his wife at the time. It says Price paid other individuals to set that fire and that they called him after it was done. The indictment also accuses Price of coordinating a fire to a 1975 Chevy Nova 2 months prior to the fire at Bar 5015. And Price and that other individual, the other individual is one of the people who prosecutors allege actually set the fire. But those 2 appeared before a judge today, like I said. The other man was released on bond and should be walking out of here at any point. Price was held without bond. Prosecutors say they consider him to possibly be a danger to the community. His bond will be revisited on Thursday at 10 a.m. to determine if he'll be released ahead of trial in this case. Live in downtown Houston, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13. The indictment.
All right, so you guys can see there, they are stupid as hell. Y'all can get 25 years for this stupid ass arson situation. So that is it, you guys, and that is all. I will be popping back in with you guys momentarily today. Caramel is about to get in these damn streets and take my son out. He's got a million places he wants to go. So me and my husband and my son, we're about to get in these damn streets and enjoy our Saturday. The weather is supposed to be nice today. So you guys get out as well and enjoy your Saturday and have a great day. I'll be checking your notifications. I'll be popping back in to give you guys more news that I know you can use. All right. Thank you so much to my moms, Belle Wilson, Tyra, Scorpion, Miss KBR, Rose, Armstead, and Truth TV Podcast. Thank y'all so much for coming through and modding. Thank you all so much, my Caramelians. Thank you, Justin T. Please. I see you in the building. Sunny Days. Thank you for being here, Truth TV Podcast. Thank you. Do we have any more? Do we have any more content creators in here? I don't know. Marge, y'all let me know if there's any more content creators. All the content creators that joined this live, thank y'all. Of course, Caramelians, those in the bushes, those in the chat. Thank y'all so much for being here. All right. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Let me go back and see. Nobody else? Okay. Thank y'all so much. You guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys later. And bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. Build a seed with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low.